This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hello and welcome once again to Superconnectivity. I'm your host, Charlie the Professor Esser, as my son in the background asks me what epilepsy is. It is a neurological disorder that actually Daddy technically suffers from, in which you have a repeated series of neurons firing in your brain that causes you to pass out and shake violently. And with me, as always, is that beautiful blue-eyed boy.
Ooh, Phil me and Perich.
It's okay, I don't have seizures anymore. I only had 2 seizures once about over 20 years ago. But when you have 2 seizures, you are technically considered epileptic. So I took carbamazepine for a few years, and then they eventually took me off of it because I was seizure-free for a very long time.
I think that's why some videos, usually when they're horror, they say, warning, this has flashing lights.
Yes, because they can give you seizures. I actually get auras mostly from sounds, and I still get auras from time to time, which makes you feel like you're about to have a seizure, but I've never actually had a seizure. But I will occasionally get that feeling like a seizure is about to happen.
Just Mary Hart's voice.
Yes. No. I mean, no, usually just a high-pitched sound, which is funny because I suffer from tinnitus as well. And so I've actually all my life heard random high-pitched noises in my ears. Those don't give me seizures, or they don't give me an aura. But when there's like a kind of noise, it will trigger something. Oh, sorry, seizure warning.
For quality, bing!
Yes, for quality, bing. Well, that doesn't. The dulcet tones of Maz Menzur could never give me a seizure. At least hopefully they won't while I'm driving, because that would kill us both.
All right, so
cross-country road trip.
So what would you like to chat about, Charlie Esser?
Well, I'll say this much. We discussed. I had theorized that when they were bringing Hickman back, they were going to be bringing him back for Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, no,
but they are bringing him back for a former Fox property, the X-Men.
Yep.
So it really looks like they are investing in Hickman to give us that expanded X-Men universe that Disney can then make into X-Men movie.
I think they're putting all the pieces back on the table, because if you look at that picture, like Xavier's, like original Xavier's there, and a lot of them are in their classic uniforms and stuff. So I'm just wondering if they're like setting a lot of stuff back to old status quo.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got it, and apparently that's what the whole when 2 aggressive species are in the same place, one of them's gonna kick the other's butt was about. That's what the whole Hickman, the little word was, because it was in the same font. Oh, that's what they're doing. I figured out. Now they finally have. Okay, here's that, and here's who's making it. It's Hickman and some other guys. So yay, X-Men reboot.
Oh yeah. Speaking of X-Men, did you see? I guess it was announced that Marvel was reevaluating all the X-Men movies that are like in production, like New Mutants and Gambit and all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gambit. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I knew New Mutants wasn't ever going to see the light of day. I mean, it might. You know what? It might get a DVD release or something. But if they do decide, let's put it in a theater or two, it's not continuity. I'll be surprised. I mean, I think they are done with Dark Phoenix.
Oh yeah, it comes out in June. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah. So I think Dark Phoenix is good, but I think that's the last hurrah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the end of the Foxman universe, and we're going to be doing a new Marvel take on the mutants and their ilk, which will be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I'd say except for Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, everyone else is probably getting recast.
Oh yeah, well, Ryan Reynolds, but they've said no, Ryan Reynolds is safe, and it makes sense because he's a fourth wall breaker. He can step right into the new universe.
Plus, that's the most popular thing over there.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, who knows? Maybe Dark Phoenix will make $1 trillion, and they'll say, okay, maybe we can work with this universe. But if Dark Phoenix doesn't make, $1 billion,
a Fox X-Men movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie.
So basically, they got one shot, just like Eminem had in 8 Mile. One shot takes a chance to glow. The opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo.
There's my rap.
If you have a problem, he'll solve it.
I don't think that was Eminem.
Yeah, same difference. But
It's at Charlie Esser.
yeah. What I'll say is, who knows? Maybe Dark Phoenix will be great. And from it they can do a soft reboot like DC is doing.
Mm-hmm.
If it really show, it's like this. I think had Wonder Woman not been a hit, I think that DC might have just completely walked away from that entire Justice League universe, which they're now sort of doing it, but they're sort of like I said, they're soft rebooting it.
Yeah.
They're doing what they do in the comics, which is like, oh yeah, I guess we did meet once before, didn't we? And that, it just usually it's not that soon afterwards.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, you forgot we were both on Secret Wars World together. Yeah, we all forgot Deadpool was there too. So, yeah. So I don't, I've never had that much faith in the Foxman universe. Although it's funny because the Fox X-Men, that was like the first big breakout into it, and just never went anywhere, I think maybe had they tried to integrate the Fantastic Four into their X-Men universe a little bit better, had they had more of a coordinated effort, I think maybe Fox might have done better with their properties they had,
Plus, I don't think they didn't have like a giant plan going forward in the beginning, because if you can, like, the later movies, you could tell, like, they didn't think things through, like, what characters they used where, and, like, timeline gets all messy, and...
Yeah, and I'm sure you can always say, well, that's just the X-Men. But then you have to introduce the time travel,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so we'll see it, we get one last run of Quicksilver, and, who knows, maybe they'll even integrate the Scarlet Witch eventually.
Ooh.
She's in that universe,
That could be their big go-between Avengers and X-Men is Scarlet Witch.
Anything is possible.
Can bring back Quicksilver.
Didn't see that coming. Is he scheduled to be in Endgame?
Who, Quicksilver?
Yeah, the actor.
I haven't heard anything, but unless they do some kind of time travel shenanigans or something, who knows?
They might. Well, they're doing something, so
they can bring him back. So
they can bring anyone back, man.
Well, I mean, now that
the
Fox deal's done, I mean, they can use them again. So
yeah. Well, you know what? We'll have to see if we actually get into the Soul Stone.
Yeah. Or is that an end credit scene? We get Quicksilver back, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. It will be. And then you can introduce the Inhumans too, because he marries Crystal, and they have a little baby, who was neither mutant nor inhuman for like a week. And Lockjaw says there are fates worse than merely being human.
But like we were talking on Superconnectivity, Capes and Lunatics, I mean, it seems like they're doing Eternals. So are they doing Eternals before Inhumans? Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're really going to talk about Inhumans. I think if they do an Inhuman reboot, it'll be part of the Fantastic Four universe. Oh yeah. And do it as a movie. Don't send it to TV again. We learn that lesson. I don't think that it was on TV was the problem. That's the thing. It's like don't buck it up, people. Yeah, it was just poorly written, and it wasn't a good story, man. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I can sit through a lot of bad Marvel movies, and I still have not watched all of the Inhumans. Mm-hmm. I still have not. That's where that is. I have not actually, and it's like, for me to not watch it, and for an MCU film. This is a man who could sit through Powerless, and he can't sit through the Inhumans, people. Well, Powerless is good, Philip. I'm sorry. I know a lot of comic book nerds over in the DC world don't like it, but it is great, and it's No Consequences Day was a really good episode. So let's just say you can watch and enjoy controversial shows, but you can't get through Inhumans. I can't get through. It's just not good. Nobody's arguing with you there. Yeah, it's like
You know, I really don't think I've ever actually seen a defender of Inhumans.
I don't think so either.
You know, it's like, because I'm trying to think, you know, because there have been defenders of Powerless. I was not a lone voice crying out in the wilderness. I have read people said, "Hey, Powerless is actually kind of fun." You know, you know. Meanwhile, DC can go snap Zod's neck and no one cares.
Why'd you say that name?
Anyway, but yeah, so that's cool. I am, you know, there's not a lot to talk about. There's just Shazam coming soon, and then the End Game, and then the return of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Last Supper.
Oh yeah, we got that picture. Yeah,
got to ask who's in the Judas position.
I'm trying to remember who was in the Judas position.
I actually think it was Phil.
Oh yeah, because he was like sitting behind them, wasn't he? Like kind of like off in the back. Yeah,
I think so. So, lot could be going on there. We'll have to wait until they all come back. So we're waiting. We're excited. We're all desperately finding out what happened after Graviton. Because that was it, man. Graviton. They saved the world, only for the Avengers to screw it up. You know, man, that's a great alternate. See, if they do time travel, I want them to do that. I want them to go find Graviton, fix him, and then Graviton defeats Thanos. Graviton goes for the head. There we go. You know, because there was no mention about Thanos in that whole futurescape.
No,
half the universe disappeared. No one even mentions it.
Graviton crushed him.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, well, no, Graviton destroyed him because Graviton blew up the world, man. Yeah. He's about to go rewind the thing and get the final Infinity Stone and say, wait a minute. Boom! No! Gets eaten by hot lava. Okay.
I mean, if there's nothing else to talk about, we got plenty of comics we can talk about.
We got lots of comic books this week. I mean, because we're kind of in the lull. There was no Orville, no Gotham this week.
Nope.
Cloak and Dagger's not back yet. We know that apparently I did see the trailer for it. That looks neat. You know, we've got what's it? We got, is it Mayhem? Is the character's name?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
She's going around killing people.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got both Cloak and Dagger powers apparently, so it'll be neat. Let's talk Superior Spider-Man. Let's start with one of the best ones, man.
Oh yeah,
Superior Kielbasa. Well, we opened it up and we've got good old Dr. Tolliver lifting things and with his arm all bandaged up and
trying
to save people's lives.
Cleaning up after the Terax rampage.
Yeah, and doing his best to be a hero, but failing, in his own head. And then we cut back to and I love this scene, man. I gotta say, that lady coming on to Tolliver and Maria in that room, you think she's like,
jealous?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing. That, Otto's going to be moving on, and Maria's going to be like, you with that doctor?
Or is this formulaic romantic tension for when Otto and Anna Maria get back together?
Yeah. I mean, it's entirely possible. Waxman, that was interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why did no one tell me he's a serial killer?
We're supervillains. We don't do background checks.
Yeah. But I did like Digger. I love Digger. Digger is definitely my favorite member of the Grave Shift. Even the maggots are moving back in.
That's right, mortuary mate.
Yep. Oh, he's just so awesome. And gosh, what a really awful kind of person.
But yeah, like the big point was just like Anna Maria trying to teach Otto like how to be a humble hero, not just like I'm superior to everyone.
Yeah, and he really gets it, and he has the conversation with the kid, and You know, and you also get this idea that, you know what, the man has a backstory, you know, where Maria says that was just perfect what you said to him. It said, you know, I lost my parents at a young age too, you know, and actually not his mother at a young age. He was actually a full-grown man when his mother died. He was just, but he knows what it's like to lose a parent, even if they're not the best parents, you know.
Yeah, and his father, I think he lost his father at a younger age, even though his father was like an abusive drunk.
Yeah, exactly, you know, but it still hurts to lose these people. And, you know, at first he's like, oh, well, we'll triage and we'll do this. And, like, you can't just say lives don't matter. It's like, well, yeah, I'm going to send the Sparta bots to everywhere else to find people. And they do, you know, and he does his best. And, you know, and then him and, I forget the other doctor are having the little chat. And he's like, yeah, you know, I'd love to go out with you, lady. And he makes the point that, you know, I get it now. These people they struggle and they're doing their best. And that's worth saving, you know? I do think that, you know, the fact of the matter, I think Otto really was a nice guy before the terrible accident. And maybe it's the Parker DNA, maybe it's being merged up with Peter Parker's brain, maybe it's the fact that really he is these are actually Peter Parker's brain waves over top his own waves. It was from a brain that just thought he was, you know.
Or that Otto's been killed and resurrected through several means many times.
Yeah, well, it's just like whatever was once Otto Octavius, this is now Dr. Tolliver, you know? This is a new person. And yes, he has all of Doc Ock's memories. He also has a lot of Peter Parker's memories. You know, he's got a lot of there's a lot of stuff going on in there. You know, much like they said about Vision, you know, yeah, there's Ultron, there's me, there's Tony Stark, there's Jarvis. You know, there's a lot of Vision in there aside from just the Mind Stone. So maybe even the best parts. And then we get the return of a classic West Coast villain.
Master Pandemonium.
On
the last page. Yeah.
Yeah. It's some delicate shading because there's a lot of delicacies there.
And then it also... And so I guess we're getting him, and then it's next issue, Doctor Strange also. I wonder if Doctor Strange is going to know that's Otto. Just because of his powers.
Well, I mean, probably. or
Octavius.
His, you know, maybe if it's not a problem, he's going to respect him. And then maybe we're going to get Otto saying, I do not know enough about magic.
Yeah.
Time to build some magic stuff.
Where the Realms is coming.
Yeah, well, that's what Reed Richards did after Inferno. Is he said, I guess got to learn magic. And he still never got the hang of it, but it's like he can track magical energies. He can do these kind of things. Yeah, it's this energy. It's stuff I can deal with. And Otto, if that Dropout Doom can do it,
true.
You know. And speaking of that Dropout Doom, as always,
Four number 8.
Fantastic Four number 8. You know, I'm liking this story. I think they've redoomed Doom in a very nice way. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do think that because he's still like, I am a hero, but you know, I'm not going to pretend to be a hero by your rules. I'm going to be a hero by my rules, which is just him being a villain.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to be Tony Stark. I'm Victor Von Doom. I'm going to Doom.
Yeah, and again, this idea of I have trapped, you know, Galactus. And there's
I think you're going to talk about trapping the Fantastic Four.
Oh, well, he does that. That's not new.
Oh, no, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I got so many classic vibes off that.
Yeah, the whole Reed Richards stretched to his breaking point, and Cole, just like in the first one, in the first movie. Well, the second movie, if you count the Roger Corman version. Yeah. And again, one of these things where it's like, I don't know if you really understand how his powers work. I don't know if Reed understands how his powers work. There's a lot going on here, but of course it comes down to the fact that Reed, as always, or Doom is just not thinking things through as well he should. We had a nice little break here. And by the way, I thought for a minute there that Sue was naked, but no, that's just a flesh-colored jumpsuit, which I don't know she was wearing in the last episode.
Well, I wonder if he took their uniforms off him because he was worried there was like something.
Oh yeah, they are all okay. Yeah, they're they're wearing their prison jumpsuits. I see.
Yeah.
But still only gave, well, I don't know, is Ben naked or is he wearing just
That's what
prison
I was
shorts?
going to ask you. I mean, the way it's shadowed, you can't tell, but I mean, is Ben Grimm naked? I can't.
They might not have had any in his size, I guess.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. It looks like there are some kind of shorts there. So I think they gave him prison shorts. Or we get a neat little nightmare scene with Franklin.
Yep.
With all the universes he has created and having to deal with, why did you create a world with suffering,
Mm-hmm.
And the griever there to sort of say, look at all the death you've caused, blah, blah, blah. And then he wakes up with his blue hair. And then he walks out on Alicia because she can't follow him because she's blind, which,
Teenagers,
yeah. But then, Reed makes the point that, and Doom's like, that Latveria will lead the world, and you will all obey. You will not mess with me because I will supply all this greatness, and I will conquer the universe, yada, yada, yada. Classic Doom.
We even got we got Wendy from a classic Byrne issue.
Oh, yeah, yes. And her little goblin friends.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's going to come back. I don't know how, but yes. But Reed points out that there are these power surges coming, and you're seeing these at regular intervals, and you've got to deal with that. And of course, Doom's like, no, how dare you insult my math? It's like, Doom, your math is always wrong. It's like, can you tell me one time that Reed has said, your math isn't right. You forgot to carry the 2.
Look in the mirror and tell me your math is right.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, his face got Deadpooled by a bunch of supervillains.
Yeah. This time,
yeah. And you'd think that Doom would have some kind of anti-invisible technology in his armor. But they decide to basically pants Doom on international TV.
Stu does, yeah.
Yeah, that is like the craziness of it.
Doesn't just make that helmet invisible, she makes the whole armor invisible.
Yeah, just like yeah, that's that. It was an odd choice. I don't really like this as an artistic choice where they have the lip, have a skin tag that connects it.
Oh yeah,
it's not like his mouth is larger. It's just like, there's a melty bit here. That's I don't think that's how scars work. I'm just saying.
That's like a comic book trope of hideously deformed.
Yeah. I don't know. I prefer, and not for nothing, the man can't fix his own dang face. He's got I'm the world's greatest genius, but I can't just do basic plastic surgery.
Or an image inducer, something.
Well, I mean, I guess at this moment,
but I get it. Yeah,
invisibility.
He can build a time machine, but he can't do plastic surgery. I get, yeah.
Yeah, it's all crazy. But yeah, So I don't know about the pantsing Doom on national TV.
Yeah.
But I like the story overall, and I like the fact that it's Doom being Doom. It's a very classic, it's a very old school Fantastic Four. It's definitely a return to basics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What did you think, Philip?
I liked it, but yeah, again, that last page where they pants Doom, just
Well, you know what? They're trying to get him angry.
Oh, well, I think he got them angry.
Well, but when Doom is angry, he makes mistakes.
Yes.
Of course, Doom always makes mistakes, so what are you going to do? No Road Home was pretty good.
Yes.
I really liked the No Road Home. I mean, for a weekly book, this has been really solid.
Yes.
And now, is this going to just go right into Savage Adventures? Do we know?
I don't know, but I would assume with the whole Conan thing, I would assume it's...
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good story. I love Captain Marvel in this. I'm sorry, Photon. Captain Marvel. She'll always be my Captain Marvel. Hey, we've had more than one Captain America. Why can't we have more than one Captain Marvel? That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm hoping that, you know, when the movie comes out, when Captain Marvel 2 Electric Boogaloo comes out, or maybe even in Endgame, where if we get to meet grown-up Monica. She's going by the name Captain Marvel.
I hope so.
That would be awesome. And here's the thing. This is the whole Hulk and going to Euphoria. You know that's a plan, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not just running out. There's a plan, yes.
Yeah, Hulk ain't just abandoning everybody. And does Hulk now have, like, nightmare powers still?
I would assume probably for, like, till, like, the end of this arc, probably.
Yeah, because he has one of the shards, so.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's, Conan axes vision. Conan is just like, what the heck?
It's like,
what are we dealing with here? Yeah. It's like, come on, people. You know, is there any, I fight giant monsters. This is not what I normally do. Now, this is my real, that's Agatha Harkness's house.
Oh!
I just realized what house, because I'm looking at it, that's the House of Mystery? Are we doing a DC crossover? Are we going to Amalgam? I don't know. But no, I just realized that's probably Agatha Harkness's house. And I think Nyx is out of her league if she's going to go cross wands with Agatha Harkness. Well, she's dead, but...
I'm sure her ghost or something could be there.
Or Salem 7. Her kids, you know.
Ooh, something.
Yeah, there's going to be something there when she goes there. It ain't going to be the cakewalk she thinks it is.
Ooh.
And then we get our big, you know, when was Axios, the snake salamander god character sends Billet, our newly minted character Billet, to kill Conan because his great love he lost, who we just met. Like I said, they're trying to do the Sonya story. They don't have Sonya, and they said, "Well, we're going to recreate the Sonya story. We're going to make it better." I think they already have. I did read Billet. I think it's a better story. You know, I think that the original Sonya, they got a little too, you know, rapey in it. Yeah, you know, it's a little Alan Moore for my taste, the original Sonya story. I should look back on it. You know, it's like, wow, does it really have to always be sex? Although, never nothing, that's a real quality in that world. It's just, you know, I don't think that should be the raison d'etre of the character.
Yeah.
Just my thought, just my opinion. And now let's get to Marvel Comics Presents.
Yes. Number 3.
Yeah. Number 3? Yeah, number 3. Worst place on Earth. Room Lake.
Yep.
Yep.
That Wolverine story continues, and
yeah, and an alternate origin for X-23. I'm not sure here. So I guess we're going to be introducing yet another Wolverine baby. Wolverine babies, they make our dreams come true. Wolverine babies, they'll do the same for you. And it's another witch named Agatha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know. So apparently, all old witches are named Agatha for some reason.
Just because, yes.
Just because. But this was the story that really, really got me.
But the Cap one?
The Cap one, man, because it is just such a painful and powerful story about the limitations of superheroes. You know, and I like that it's neat that it's a 60s book, which means that, and this is because at first I thought, oh man, are they going to be doing like 50s Cap in this? But no, it was the proper 60s Cap. I would like to see more of Williams Burnside, man. I like that little damaged hero concept, but yes, yeah.
But yeah, just basically capturing the civil rights movement and
and just the difficulties of people's lives and the powerlessness he has in it. And this is your classic, you know, white guy trying to help people, you know, that you may have certain powers that protect you, but unless you're willing to be there every day forever,
yeah,
you know, the people that have to survive this are in a spot where you can't help them. Now, arguably, and I guess maybe they did maybe he had, where he got outspoken, Cap was pretty outspoken in the 60s,
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not so much maybe a little bit in the 60s. Yeah, Stan Lee certainly was the kind of guy to go there. And, I think, but this is, it's also beautifully drawn. And just, and again, you have this thing with the artist giving so much life to the characters' faces. And when the woman obviously fails to test her test to be able to vote. And
Wait, did this take place when women can't vote?
no, this took place when there was a lot of oppression of African Americans, and African Americans were prevented from voting. And, basically it's all Cap's fault that all this stuff, which isn't necessarily true, because,
Yeah.
it's like, this is just the world, but it's also, we can't fight, we're not superpowered, and it's Rush. And, Crusher Hogan.
Ah, the last story, yes. Spider-Man.
And they're keeping with their thing that they did in the last issue, where, it's a throwback to the 60s, but also set in the modern era.
Mm-hmm.
So we have two that were set in the 60s and one in the modern era. And we found out that apparently Crusher Hogan's been holding a lot of a grudge and is finally getting his chance to beat up on Spider-Man. And we found out that there's a spell that's been cast on Crusher Hogan to try and, kill Spider-Man to get his heart. And who wants the heart of a spider?
Dr. Druid.
Dr. Druid. They're really eviling him up. He's got the hair's gone all spiky now.
They younged him up for a while, but yeah, now he's back to creepy old man appearance. Yeah.
Well, it's not even just creepy. It's actually that the hair is sticking straight up. It's not just because back when he was in the Avengers, when he wasn't really an evil guy yet, but just sort of a jerk guy. Yeah, he just had Robert Picardo hair.
Yes.
Now they've taken him and gone full on
70s Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly. They've totally villained him up, and then Dr. Voodoo puts him in sort of a little something. Puts him somewhere. So I don't know. Is that the last we've seen of Dr. Druid, or will he be back?
It's never the last.
Yeah, it won't be the last. And then next week, hey, one of your favorite characters,
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, yep. And it's the 3-piece suit Moon Knight.
Yes, Mr. Knight, yes.
Yes. So we're definitely... So that's obviously going to be the modern story, because he didn't have that in the 80s.
Yeah.
Because, actually next week is the 70s, So I wonder what Moon Knight's going to be referencing in the 70s. I don't know.
Will it be Moon Knight, or will it be a 70s Spider-Man story?
Well, no, it'll be a 70s Spider-Man story.
Okay. But
Moon Knight will have something referencing the 70s. Yeah. So maybe he's going to fight Disco Hustler again. I don't know. Yeah, but it's, I do like the Marvel Comics Presents. It's a good book. I may actually have to put it on the poll, Ooh. It's been good to me. Yeah, I didn't get to read Squirrel Girl yet, so that'll be for next week.
You didn't read Invaders, did you?
Oh, I did read Invaders, yes. That was actually very good. I just don't have it here with me.
I mean, it looks like we're going to get the whole reveal of what Xavier did next week.
Yeah,
next issue.
That's exciting, because and they referenced the whole that you had mentioned, the whole
the burn
oxygen imbalance.
Yeah.
We thought he had fixed that, but he's but obviously there's something more with Namor. Maybe he isn't a naturally born human Atlantean hybrid.
Or Xavier.
Who knows?
Xavier is messing with his head, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be that his father was actually a mutant. Yeah. So it's not that he's the first mutant Atlantean. It's that his father was a mutant, Anything is possible. We'll see how it goes. And Namor didn't kill them. And obviously there are people that want him to kill these people because they know something. They know Namor's dark secret. Bum, bum, bum. He is actually Tony Stark's real father. Bum, bum, bum.
Or what if Namor is all mutant? What if he isn't? What if he's really not Atlantean or something?
Well,
he's not blue.
His mama, I think his mom would know if he had a mom. So.
Yeah, I know, but it's
you know, the mom usually knows. Yeah,
she was blue. She was blue. I thought she was Atlantean, but she was a mutant.
She was actually Kree the whole time. I hope we get the Atlanteans somewhere in the game. I want more Atlanteans. I think I speak for everybody on that one.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's neat. They do the old USO routine, and I love that this is just. And also, what's neat about that is obviously they have had to steal stuff from the army a lot.
Oh yeah.
During the 40s, that they had to utilize this because really this isn't going to work on German soldiers. This only works if you're actually going in to get intelligence from the Allies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like, although to be fair, if you actually look at the 40s comic books, they actually did a lot of work against fifth column people in the U.S. So there probably were a lot of dupes within the U.S. government that they were having to do battle with. So good old Del Rusk, in his first appearance, as I recall, was the industrialist in the old 1940s who eventually became Red Skull. Guy's first issue. I haven't decided what we're doing for dinner yet, buddy.
It's not even 10 a.m.
Have you seen my family film? We have hollow legs.
I was going to say, think about lunch before dinner.
Yeah, well, they like to know because, you know, during the weekend, that's when we usually do takeout. So.
Ah, nice.
So that's when dinner's exciting.
Oh, hey, did you read the Amazing Spider-Man 18?
No, I'm behind on my Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, it was interesting because, Spider-Man and like all those villains, Kraven and them hunted down or trapped, I think it's Central Park under this like force field, and those Kraven robots that are like hunting them. They're remote controlled by the rich people. Remember? Yeah, because you see like some of the robots be like, oh yeah, I'm not so puny anymore, or you know, taking out their aggressions on the villains and stuff.
Oh boy, yeah.
Because you know,
wait, this is taking place in Central Park.
Yeah, like I said, they threw a force field over it.
Why?
That's crazy.
Can't Kraven get go to Monster Island or something? I mean,
that's gonna cut into his profit margin. Come on.
But you know, here's what I'm gonna say: unless you got the proper permits, doming Central Park is not something you just get to do.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he went for the proper permits, Charlie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because now it's like, well, now I guess all the superheroes in Manhattan.
Well, yeah, I think they
now have to come in and say, "Oh, someone domed Central Park again."
Well, no, they even have like Captain Marvel get on TV and she's saying, "Yeah, they're on it, but they can't get through that field because it's that same force field from Civil War too."
No, I remember.
Yeah.
But still, first off, I don't think Quasar is dead. She got through it the last time.
but they haven't shown where she's at. So,
okay.
I don't know if they know where the quantum bands are at. So. Oh, no. Guardians of the Galaxy, looked like Wendell Vaughn had him, but yeah, he got sucked through a black hole, and they said, or they're going to explain where he went in June's Guardians of the Galaxy annual.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pieces
of it is what it is, yeah.
Oh, but...
I like female Quasar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
But the big cliffhanger... Mary Jane being stalked by that mysterious figure who they still haven't said who that is.
Oh.
Remember in the bandages and
Hobgoblin?
Stuff. They haven't said who it is. It's, you know, he seems to know.
Wasn't Hobgoblin actually turned into a Hobgoblin during
Inferno? Oh yeah, he got bonded. Did he ever
get degoblinized?
Yeah, Mackindale and the demon got ripped apart. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe it's the demon from...
Maybe, I don't know, but this guy seems pretty familiar with Peter, you know.
Yeah. Oh, it's another clone. Oh, it's Gwen Stacy clone! And she's all decayed in there, you know. And she's all a little bit crazy now. It's like, oh, you think you can take my Peter, do you?
Oh,
there's my Peter.
There's a lot of dead bodies on Spider-Man's tab. That could be.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, but I think then it would explain why they're stalking Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Unless it was that one guy who kidnapped her that one time.
No, that Jonathan Caesar or whatever?
Yeah. Some rando rich dude,
Yeah. I got a recommendation for you. Did you read Doctor Strange 12? Probably not.
Yeah, I flipped through to the comic store and I was like, I don't know. That it kind of just struck me as kind of I don't know. I did nothing caught my eye in it. What was exciting? What did I miss?
Well, basically, I mean, this alien comes to Doctor Strange and tells him he needs his help with Galactus, and then Doctor Strange is like, well, we have to, do this, and the alien's like, no, my plan's about to die. So, like, he basically raids Doctor Strange's magical armory, and, like, this alien banishes Galactus to, like, a magical realm, and Doctor Strange is like, you can't do that. He's like, Galactus is like a creature of, like, the physical world of science. He's like, if he starts feeding in this magical realm, it's going to have bad consequences.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay.
So then Strange, and the alien don't care. So Strange, like, get a scene, get into all his, whatever magical weaponry and whatever he has left, and he plunges into that magical realm. A little too late because it looks like Galactus is starting to feed.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, gotta eat something, man.
So I wonder, didn't they tease like Doctor Strange was going to be the herald of Galactus? I wonder if this is going to be Strange to be like, no, you can't eat here. I'll show you other places to eat.
Yes. Well, Well, actually, of course, we don't know what that's going to do. Honestly, it might make him better, Like, you don't want to eat that magic, Galactus. Like, why not? Maybe I'll get to be Golden Galactus again. Which, not for nothing, and isn't Galactus currently buried in a mountain in... Galactus is too big of a character to have in two separate books at the same time.
Timelines. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not like an editor's note. This takes place before or after Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Marvel needs to get back. Editors, you need to get back on your game. I need asterisks and little boxes.
That's right.
Let's get to it.
You need a continuity expert over there. Get Charlie Esser on the phone.
Get Charlie Esser on the phone. They should, but, I will commute to Marvel. I will commute to New York City for it. I promise. I won't even complain about it. I'll even take the second train. Ooh. I'm sure it's nowhere near the path. Yeah. I'll just go to World Trade and I'll go up from there, rather than switching at General Square and going up and then taking another train. That'd be ridiculous. Anyway, so, yeah. So, no, I didn't read it, but, sounds... I mean, like I said, it sounds like this is a good setup. I probably will read the next one then.
Yeah.
But, this one just sounds like, here's how we got into trouble with Galactus. Now let's try and sort through the problems with Galactus. Like, for example, the Gwenpool issue of Spider-Man Deadpool, that got me to buy it, But the previous one was like, I don't know.
I hear you.
Not 100% sure. I care how they got into trouble. I want to know how they get out of it. That's when it gets interesting. Okay. Anything else going on, Philip?
I don't have anything.
Yeah, not much either. It's a slow week. Movies aren't out yet.
I say next week. Next week we'll have Shazam.
Shazam! Oh boy, Shazam. Yeah. Made a reference to Shazam and Powerless today. Why don't I just get a wizard to help me? Shazam! Oh, didn't work. Yeah. I'm gonna be fascinated by how that storyline plays out.
Yeah, I mean, I hear it's supposedly a fun movie. So,
well, I hear it's a fun movie. They said Aquaman was a fun movie too, though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was pretty fun, except for Aquaman.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. I said I don't need another film where it's like, oh, it's great except for the title character. If you just focus on everybody else, it's a really great film. That title character, kind of a jerk.
I don't know. I'm thinking Shazam, the main character, should be a little more likable than Aquaman.
Yeah, I just hope they didn't steal all that stuff from that store.
Yeah.
That's like my biggest thing is they're walking out with all the, hey, we just stopped the thief, so you gotta let us steal from you. That's not how that works.
That's not how any of this works.
No, exactly. It's like, and where did these little kids get the money? And are they buying beer with it? I mean, you know.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, it just strikes me as like if they had money to go buy snacks, wouldn't they have just bought snacks? If they, I don't know, maybe like someone wants to pay him for saving their life in an earlier scene, and
yeah, maybe it's a reward. Yeah,
they got $100. Ooh, let's go buy candy. Woo! So maybe that's good. But if they just steal a bunch of stuff, it's like that's just Aquaman all over again. You know, Your mercy is in the ocean. Like, dude, not cool. It's just some hardworking pirates trying to make their life, you know. And then you couch it all in the specter of racism, like, well, you know, we turned to piracy because, you know, our family has turned to piracy because of racism. And then we're just a family of pirates, you know. Now it's a family business, you know. And yeah, it was not. I mean, there were a lot of things that were good and that were very enjoyable about it, but that was not one of them. Well. Anyways, but we'll talk about that. We'll know for sure if Shazam is a Wonder Woman or an Aquaman, or is it its own thing? You know? Or is it...
Why'd you say that name?
Why did you say that? Oh, it would be funny if they do reference that at some point. If just he goes, why'd you say that name?
It's just like, because it's your name.
Well, you know, if they do reference the idea that Dr. Sylvania got his powers from Shazam, it's like, oh, Shazam. It's like, why did you say that name? I know that name. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Why can't you say that name?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I hope they call him Captain Marvel. Did they ever call him Captain Marvel in the books? Or?
Not anymore, but who knows if they'll make a shout out to that, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know...
Did they want to point out, hey, there's another movie 2 theaters over?
Well, you know, I mean, hey, you know, you actually can't copyright a name, I guess. It's like a weird thing. That's why there's been like dozens of other Captain Marvels over the years. But it's just yeah.
So I could create a character and call it Spider-Man?
I guess so. That's what I've heard. I mean, I've heard that like there's this weird thing where like, so it's only if the character is different enough, they can have names, you know. But obviously, no one wants to just use a name that's clearly someone else's name. So, you know.
And I was going to say, do you really want to use a name where like the name of your competitor is in this character's name?
Well, exactly. Yeah, I think that's as much of a concern for DC as just having Captain Marvel, you know. Because technically, Captain Marvel was Captain Marvel.
It was Kree.
Yes. Oh, and of course they already had Marvel Boy.
Who
was Uranian.
Had a couple of those.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, the original one, the one that's in the
yes.
Atlas. He is from Uranus.
Robert Grayson, yeah.
Yes, he is awesome. He is cool. I love the Agents of Atlas. I hope we get more with that. I hope they don't really short sell Woo. Because they put him in Ant-Man as FBI agent Jimmy Woo.
Yes.
I love that actor. He's a great comic actor, but he should also be a bit of a BA there too. You know? That's all I'm saying.
He's in the universe. They could do something with him though.
Yeah, and I was waiting for him to just go meet Gorilla Man afterwards. You know.
Yes.
Oh, that would be awesome. If you know, like, if they do have a scene there, it's like, don't worry, I know a guy in Gorilla Man and Venus. Oh boy! And then if they ever do bring Loki back, then Venus and Loki, I'm like, oh yeah, I know you. Loki's first appearance, man.
Nice.
He predates Thor. I gotta find that issue. Anyway, okay. Philip, this has been a lovely episode. If you would like to write to you, talk about the first appearance of Loki in Venus in the 1950s, how can they find you?
I can always email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am @nightwingpdp. And if you want to leave a voicemail for any of our shows, you can always call 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES.
And if you'd like to write to me in that old-fashioned email way the way our Miles and Paws once did, you can do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. And, of course, follow me on the Twitter as I live tweet Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Orville, Gotham, and coming soon, Cloak and Dagger, Season 2, Electric Boogaloo. At Charlie Esser, that's CHARLIESSER. Look for the 2 E's in the middle.
For quality.
See? I didn't know you were going to push it, because usually you're like looking for the button. And that's my cue to know you're looking for the button. I thought you weren't even looking for the button that time.
No,
I thought you were
looking.
You were reading your comic book.
No, I wasn't. I was looking at the button.
You were trying to distract me, make me look like a fool. You were pantsing me like so much Dr. Doom.
Whoa.
Wah, wah.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't pants Doom, people. He does not like it. You wouldn't like him when he's pantsed.
The monarch has no pants.
Yeah, the Emperor has no clothes, clearly. Okay. This has been fun, Philip.
But how's his bone structure?
Yes.